Medley Media Podcast. It's your girl Country, and today I am blessed to be sitting with none other than the Fat Boy. Last time we saw each other was about 2-3 years ago, wasn't it? When you came on Hip Hop Star?
Last year, year before.
Yeah, probably about 2 years.
Ago.
It was. I think it was 18.
Oh yeah,
2018.
2018. Yeah.
So between now and then, what you been doing?
2019 was probably it was a pretty big year. I started doing like some of my own productions, some of my own showcases and stuff like that. I started doing a little bit of traveling. Mm-hmm. I launched my website, started getting like merch and stuff together, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. Of course, dropping music. And so, 2019, it's a lot to kind of compact into a little bit of time, but it was a big year. I had a lot of fun and networked with a lot of new people.
Who were some of the people you met?
Shout out Penthouse, shout out Dope Fresh to Don. Man, that's a long list. Shout out Ty Brew, shout out Eddie Ruger. I got to work with them last year for the first time.
I love them.
I don't know. It's a lot of people that I got to work with.
Now you said you were doing your own showcases. You mean putting them together or just booking your own?
Yeah, so I got to do a little bit of both actually. So I got to I did a few of them. I know I did the release party for 1993 where I collaborated with Boss Promotions. Okay. So he kind of already had a little tenure at a venue. So I was like, can I, I was working with, I know I did like a collaboration with Boss Promotions for my 1993 release. Mm-hmm. And he kind of already had his own tenure at a spot on Webson's Bar and Grill in Durham. Okay. I'm not sure if they're still there or not. I haven't been there in a while. Nice place though. But he, and I talked to him and I was like, hey, can I come and take over one of your nights and we do the release party? And, we worked it out. It was a whole little deal. I mean, it's still a business. So we talked about it and worked it out and it turned out to be a good time. So there's stuff like that. And then I did Live 95. Okay. Which, so I rented the venue, got security and everything. Shout out to Amazed Events because they helped me out with that. But that was primarily like me, and then they was helping out, like sponsoring and helping with promotion, stuff like that. Okay. What else did I do last year? And then Amazed Events put on an event, mm-hmm. and then had me help curate the artists, or like booking the artists and picking out who was going to perform and everything. Okay. So that one was a lot of fun too. And then I wound up hosting, like I wasn't planning on hosting that night, mm-hmm. but I wound up hosting but that was a lot of fun.
So when you're putting a showcase together, is it hard? How do you reach out to some of these events that you've never been to? Where do you start? What's the first step?
I think for me it's hard because it's new. Okay. It's a new avenue. I feel like some more networking, mm-hmm. Get some more experience at it, mm-hmm. and I think it'll start to get a little easier and easier over time. But the it's not necessarily a lot of the tough part. Mostly is like the financial. Mm-hmm. So
because when you're doing your showcase, you have to actually rent each venue. Mm-hmm, okay,
mm-hmm. And again with the networking, sometimes you can talk to somebody. Sometimes you build a relationship. Sometimes if you can, get in with them and do multiple things, or you do something and it turns out to be pretty good. If you can do stuff like that. But that's what I'm saying. I still got some networking to do. I still got some growing and some learning to do. So, but it's fun when it comes together because it's like it starts as an idea in your head. You start putting it on paper, putting it together, and when it comes together, win, lose, or draw, it's like I made it happen, So, yeah.
Who are some of the artists that you've had on your showcase? The ones that you've put together.
I definitely want to, especially since we in Asheboro, I definitely want to shout out Slam the Ruler. Okay. And I want to shout out Slam specifically because I didn't know until like the night of the show that it was his first performance. You know what I'm saying?
He rocked it.
He rocked it.
That's dope.
And I like we were talking in the parking lot. Me, him, and a group of guys were out there talking in the parking lot beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when he was like, yeah, this is going to be my first performance. Da, da, da. And I was like, word? I didn't know. So I'm like, okay, I really want to see what you got. So, and he went up there and he did his thing. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody was engaged. He had good songs. You know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to Slam the Rule. But I've had, see how you making me rewind in my brain. I know I shouted out Penthouse as one of the people I had networked with from last year. Mm-hmm. And I've had him on like 2 or 3 different things that I've done. And he does some hip hop, he does some singing, he does some spoken word. He was actually at my release party for my song Taste at the top of this year, back in January. And he came and did like a spoken word piece. Mm-hmm. And I swear to you not, when he was performing and it was about the rain. You know what I'm saying? That was like a theme. We were at Heart's Core Art Store here in Asheboro. Shout out to Ty Brew. That's his spot.
Okay.
And he helped put it together. Like we both worked together and put it together, and it came out really good. And while Penthouse was doing his piece about the rain, it started raining.
Oh, that was dope.
Right. It was perfect. It's like, did you conjure up the rain? So definitely want to shout out Vocal.
Okay.
Vocal was actually there that night too. And he sings, makes beats, engineers. He does a lot of work too.
Is he in Asheboro?
He's out of Greensboro.
Okay.
He's out of Greensboro. If I'm wrong, Vocal, please don't kill me. But he's out of Greensboro. He's actually going to be on my upcoming concert Jam in Durham. So, I try to reach out to artists, that interact with me. You don't necessarily have to be like, I know some people are kind of devout where it's like, you got to support me and you got to do this. And it's like, yeah, I would like for you to support, but at least if you kind of interact and we build some kind of rapport and I know you really serious and I know that's kind of how I try to go about it.
Okay. You have a Word of Mouth TV, is that a podcast coming?
So that'll actually be a public access TV show.
Okay.
So shout out to Media Kings, Brian Grinding, the whole squad. And that's like your quintessential music entrepreneurs, businesses kind of come on and give them a chance to showcase and talk.
Who came up with that?
That's actually a Media Kings production.
Okay.
And I had a lot of hand in. So like they came up with the original plan, and we were actually doing it in 2015. And then, some stuff happened. I wound up moving to Asheboro and all of that. And so hadn't done it in a while. So we're bringing it back. So this time around, I feel like I've taken more of a hands-on approach. Like I've done some more of the writing on it. I've done a lot more of the planning on it. You know what I'm saying? So I really feel like I've taken more of a hands-on approach than previously. But it was originally their idea. It's a great idea. And I loved doing it before. It's just circumstances. So I had to kind of put it on hold, but I'm glad to be back.
I definitely understand that.
Unfortunately, everything that's going on, we ain't been able to shoot it like I planned on, but everybody's still ready and raring to go. We just trying to work it out. Are you still going to
drop it when you're...
It's definitely behind schedule. I'm not even going to front to y'all. It's definitely behind schedule.
When were you supposed to drop?
I was planning on dropping summertime.
Okay.
We were supposed to be shooting this month.
Okay.
And it's just gone haywire.
You have a show in Durham on May 16th, right? Is that still going to happen?
That'll be the Jam. And that one, so just for everybody that's, paying attention to that and wondering about that, Jam is set to still go on.
Okay.
So that'll be me hosting. I'm not even performing that night. That'll be me hosting. We're still going to be at Bull City Sound Studios in Durham. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Absolute. And we're still planning on doing it. Still promoting it. Tickets are still gonna go live. Early bird tickets still gonna go live April 1st.
Okay.
April 1st. They'll be half off. So it's on Eventbrite.
So not trying to put you on the spot or nothing,
Yeah.
but in the event that you have to cancel it.
So I'm glad you put me on the spot because I went in the group chat and I asked everybody, and we talked about it a little bit and came to a good conclusion that should we not be able to do that? As far because and honestly, it's looking like we're not going to be able to do it just because of the crowds and all. But we're gonna switch it to a live concert. We're gonna do it on Instagram.
Tickets still gonna be the same amount?
Well, what we'll probably do is if people have bought tickets up to then, probably go ahead and do a refund. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping that by mid-April, we'll kind of be looking a little better and can be kind of, looking forward to it. But in the event that, we can't do it, then we'll switch it to live, shoot refunds back, no
That's
problem. And we'll just do it live on Facebook for free and let people rock, So we hoping it don't come to that, but that's the contingency plan. That's the plan B.
So you had a modeling gig in Tennessee in April, right? Are you still going to do that?
No, that's actually been postponed. They're looking at, I want to say they're looking at July or August.
How long you been modeling?
What month is it? It's been a little over a month. Like I've literally done one gig, so I'm not gonna act like I'm modeling. You know what I'm saying? I've modeled, but at the same time, I feel like I at least did decent enough.
Was this an idea that you had, or
it was kind of spur of the moment? So to be honest, my inspiration and my muse actually came from Christy Seiler, the model, photographer
from Instagram, right?
Right, general phenom. You know what I'm saying? She had did a photo shoot for me last year. That was another thing I had done, and that was another person I had networked with last year. And the photo shoot came out super good.
I think I seen that.
Yeah. So I kind of looked at that, and when I looked at that, I was like, I feel like I could look like, I look like a model in these shots. I look like, I'm boosted up a little bit, but at the same time, I realized, I'm kind of like, I ain't really gonna do it, but it looked like I could, So then earlier this year, off brand on Facebook, joking and laughing, you know how I do. I was like, if y'all see me on somebody runway this year, mind your business, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. And so my friend,
mind your business.
Right, my friend Miss Joy on Facebook, shout out to Miss Joy, hit me up. And actually, she didn't even hit me up. She tagged me in another post where they were looking for big and tall male models, and they were like, no experience, and So that was actually Deandra Dixon, of UBU events.
Okay.
And linked up with her, talked to her, did some networking. We talked back and forth, and she put me on there, and went down. It was in Raleigh.
Were you nervous?
I was a little nervous, but everybody down there was super cool. People down there was giving me pointers and was real supportive. And so, of course, when the time came, you always kind of get some kind of, a little bit of jitters, but at the same time, So that was postponed. They're looking at July or August for that one.
Okay.
So, and that was the first stop on the Wonderfully and Fearfully Made tour.
Okay.
I hope I'm saying that right. I sometimes confuse because I sometimes mix those two words up. So, but that was supposed to be the first stop on the tour.
Okay.
And unfortunately, it was postponed. But I think everybody. I feel like, of course, I'm upset, but I feel like everybody's making the best decision. I feel like it's better safe than sorry. You see the stuff on the news where people are still going ahead with stuff like this.
And it's not your fault.
Right. So, it is what it is. So,
was modeling something that you decided to do, or did somebody come to you and say, hey, you look dope modeling?
No, not really. I mean, it was something that it was really just kind of a whim. Okay. And it was almost kind of a joke. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't even really like, I never have sat back and been like, I'm going to be a model. You know what I'm saying? But I'm also not afraid to try stuff. You know what I'm
True.
saying? If it's not nothing that's going to be harmful, I'm definitely not afraid to try it. So it's like the opportunity presented itself. Shout out Miss Joy. Shout out Deandra. UBU Events. Cheeky Baby Dolls. Shout out the whole team. They did a phenomenal job. But the opportunity presented itself and I was like, hey, why not? You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I don't look that bad. If they willing to put me on, let's see what's up. And it went very well, and I had a lot of fun. I mean, bucket list, you know. And I'm definitely looking forward to doing it again.
So you've been nominated for the Feature Highlight Awards
Yep.
and the Music Video Award. For what video?
They lied.
Okay.
Shot by Medley, matter of fact.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying?
dope. Shout out Medley.
Yeah, they liked that, and I submitted it to them, and they liked it, and nominated it, and we,
Okay.
So another thing that's in the air, I'm not exactly sure, how the process is gonna go now, because that one was going on. The show was in July.
Okay.
And so we kind of up in the air. As far as I know, I think they probably still doing it in July.
Okay.
But I'm not entirely sure, and I don't want to.
I hope
on it.
all
So
this is done with by then.
Oh yeah, for sure. But that's the Carolina Music Video Awards, and then with the Feature Highlight Awards, I feel like that one is still going on because that was a September.
Shout out Angel Penn, that's my auntie. I love you, auntie.
For sure. Shout out, and I appreciate the whole nomination committee for choosing me and giving me the opportunity, and I actually made it into 2 categories. So y'all, we got March 31st is when voting is over.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Drop that link.
Yeah, for sure. It's a long link, but if you go to imthefatboy.com, it's right there on the homepage, second post. You can click on both links, but it's
dope way to plug in your website.
For sure. Of course, everything gonna lead right back to the website. But for sure, vote for me, male hip hop artist of the year, and male artist like overall of the year.
Okay, and they can also go to your website to vote for you.
Yep.
For the music video.
The polls aren't open yet on that one.
Okay.
And that's why I was saying I'm not so sure because the polls I don't think were quite open yet, and now we don't know. Everything's so up in the air.
I think I would still open the polls.
I would,
and in that way, I can at least be a little bit more prepared.
But I'm not. Again, I don't want to speak on it. I still got to contact them and find out what everything is. So I definitely don't want to put out no misinformation.
Okay. Now, we're going to play a snippet of 3 of your songs. But before we do that, you had 2 singles this year? No, 3. The 1993.
No, 93 was last year.
Okay.
But I hope you play that one because everybody loved that one. But but I got 2 so far this year.
Okay.
And then I definitely got a couple others. And then I got an EP I'm dropping because I haven't dropped a full project in a decade.
The ones this year was Taste and Cold, right?
Taste and Cold,
okay.
Yep. You've done your homework. I appreciate that. So Taste I dropped on New Year's. New Year. You don't have to put the S at the end. But I dropped that on the 1st of January. And that's where we did the release party, A Wonderful Evening at Heart's Core Art Store. And I was telling you about the whole story with the poem and everything. That came out lovely. It was just good vibes. It wasn't a huge crowd, but it wasn't a huge spot. So there was some people there, and we had fun, and we popped champagne, and it was a lot of fun that night. And then Cold, I actually released that in Raleigh at Coco Filipina's mass release party. Shout out to Coco for that opportunity. And that was a good night, too.
That sounds like a dope spot, Coco Filipina.
Well, no, she was...
That's a girl?
Yeah, she was the promoter. Yeah, she was the promoter, for the evening, and the host. Too.
Well, that's still a dope name. Shout out you, Coco.
Right.
Coco,
you know what I'm
Filipino.
saying? So, and she been on the scene for a while. So, me and her kind of go way back. And that was Cold. And I'm looking forward. So I got the lyric video for Cold coming, and then I got the, of course, the music video. Again, something else we're supposed to be shooting now. And it just ain't happening. We did manage to get the music video shot. Shout out Spike V Photography. We did manage to get the music video shot for my song Paper Plates. So that one might be next just by default because we, the schedule is toe up from the flow up.
I understand.
So, but I definitely got some stuff locked and loaded. So we want to go ahead and play this music.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I'm
You got
looking
it on
forward
your
to playing the
phone.
music.
You need the So you're gonna play a snippet of up to about 3 songs for us.
Okay. So I'm gonna start with Cold.
Now these songs that you already have out, or
Yeah. So
okay.
Cold. Everything I'm about to play, you can find first of all, I'm thefatboy.com. That's where pretty much all my music goes first. But it's also, YouTube. It's also on Spotify, Apple Music, Shazam, TikTok, Triller, pretty much all the, major like music spots where you would go and do music or you would go and do little videos and stuff like that. I encourage y'all, because I didn't even know it was on Triller. Vonna 305 out of Miami, actually, she does little Triller videos for like promos and stuff like that. And she looked for it to do a promo for me and everything. And so that's how I found out. So I'm like, yo, y'all doing y'all Triller vids? Like, find They Live, find 1993, find Cold, and dance to it. I ain't gonna hit you for the copyrights or nothing like that, So, but the first joint I'm gonna do is called Cold.
Okay.
The phone, is it locked? Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna let you. But so Cold, like for me, Cold is special because I pretty much did like all of the all of the like production stuff on it.
Okay.
Oh, it's muted. That would help.
That's the bad guy.
Don't let it go dark.
Oh yeah.
I like that beat.
I did the beat too. Yeah.
Check it. I'm driving slowly, homie, bumping something 70s, grooving while I'm moving like a movie on Celebrity.
And then I wanted to do something different. You know what I'm saying?
I'm JJ Evans, 007 in Dolomite. Snuck in the back, yo, I'm back though.
Okay, I like that.
Something smooth.
And you produced that one?
Yep. I actually I did the beat. I actually engineered it too. Like I recorded it. The song it's actually kind of an older song.
Okay. Where'd you record it at?
I recorded it at the crib.
Okay.
So like I that's one of my pride and joy tracks right there. So this next one I'm gonna do is Taste, and again in Apple Music, Spotify. Those are like the main two, but it's also like Pandora and everything else.
Okay.
So but Taste, this is produced by B Rons, featuring the V. Shout out V. What's up, man? Appreciate the feature. It's always love with you, dog. So, and it's the music video. So shout out the Visual Dynasty for shooting the music video, and they love muting the video while I'm. Mm-hmm. So shout out Ashley Trainum and Casey Glover for starring in the music video, and the music video is on I'mTheFatBoy.com. So y'all definitely check me out.
And this is Taste?
Yep.
Okay.
This is the intro though, so this is a different song on the intro, but I'm like, by the time I skip ahead, it'll be there.
You did this beat?
Nope. B Rons did
Oh yeah,
this
B
beat.
Ron.
Yeah.
Who is that singing?
The V,
Okay.
aka Von Sinatra, at a Durham/VA. He's in VA now, but he was in Durham for a long time. He's definitely one of my
His voice fits this beat,
Right.
if that makes sense. I like this.
I'm trying to smooth it out a little bit this year. You know what I'm saying?
I pretty much like anything I feel like I can smoke to.
Right.
Yeah, that's dope.
So then, next John, also the music video, but they lied. This is the one that's nominated with the Carolina Music Video Awards.
Okay.
Medley shot the video, so shout out to Medley. And so we're gonna play that one. It was produced by Bluff God out of Jacksonville, Florida. Bruh's nasty with it. He done went back to rapping. He killing them. Shout out Bluff God. So this is They Lied.
Told me I won't gon' be shit. They lied, said it. Even up they defense. They lied, they said that.
And this one in 1993 are kind of like my big fan favorites. Like, it's a battle between them two, which ones people like more.
I got problems. I done smoked an OZ. Came from the bottom of this bottle. It's a 40 OE. Only I got my back. Don't worry about my contact. My life is more than combat. My blood stain that contract. No exit. You don't fuck with me, confess it. I'm good under compression. I don't need y'all permission. No question. Fire up the grill. I ain't got time to chill. I got bills. High in the window sill. Keep it real. Chances slender nil.
Okay.
Seal the deal. Making it happen still. I'm just trying to keep
And that video is also on your website?
Yep, on the website. It's on YouTube. So yeah, I try to make it real easy. Like, if I can get everybody to come to the website, and then they can branch off to like all the social medias and stuff. Come to the website. Check me out.
Yeah, that's dope. So you said you have a project coming up. Do you have a title for it?
Yeah, it's called Falcon Heavy.
Okay.
It's named after the Elon Musk rocket launch of the Falcon Heavy rocket.
Okay. Who are some features you have on it?
It's actually, let me think, it's all me except I got the V on there from Taste.
Okay.
I got a song that I plan on dropping summertime featuring Juhara.
Okay.
She's another singer. She is incredible. And we've been trying to get the video together for that for a couple years. There's like a distance thing going on as far
I
as like
feel
getting, yeah, so, but we definitely gonna get it together. This is the year. Shout out Juhara. This is the year we getting it done.
Anytime you need like a Hot 13, I got you.
Okay,
I'm
got
just in Greensboro.
Okay.
I can lay down some tracks.
For sure.
And I can do it through my phone
See,
and just send it to
Look,
you.
some people that's watching, they like, ha, 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 country joking, ha, ha, ha. But some people watching didn't hear anthems. You know what I'm saying? Long live Lucci. But yeah, some people didn't hear anthems. So I know, like, country got some bars. Like, don't sleep. I
don't. I really don't. Only when I'm high. I think I do. You want to drop your social media so everybody can follow you?
For sure. I'm the Fat Boy. I feel bad because I usually introduce myself like that at the beginning of everything anyway. So I'm the Fat Boy on everything. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, SoundCloud. I'm thefatboy.com. Those are my big ones. Like my big four: Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube.
Okay.
I'm the Fat Boy. Hit me up. Talk to me. It ain't even got to be all about sharing and like and just talk. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Joke and laugh on the memes. Send a message and be like, hey, your music sucks. You know what I'm saying? Just talk to me. You know?
So when all this blow over and you do some shows this year, you're going to come back?
For sure. For sure. I got to. The last thing I am going to shout out, I can't believe I didn't plug it. Me and DJ R&B are doing an Instagram Live April 18th. It's going to be a mini concert. I'm probably going to do, I'm going to do a short set. We'll do some little interactive stuff.
Okay.
So y'all.
On whose page?
It's going to be on both of ours. So it's going to be on at I'm the Fat Boy and at the DJ RNB. Like all letters, RNB.
Okay.
All one word for both of those. And just tune in. I am I'm risking the virus to drive to Raleigh.
I'm good. Oh, you said to Raleigh.
Right.
Oh.
Right. I know I'm solo tripping it. So y'all please tune in and don't have me do this in vain. You know what I'm saying? So
Gotcha. Well, I thank you for coming out. Can't wait till you come back. Medley Media, we out.
For sure.